Okay, so two things I've learned today. First is before going live, check your audio connection. And second is if your mic is not working, then first check your device, check your Windows setting, and third is check your streaming software. So on this note, let's get started with our session, which is understanding SQL joins. Uh, so my basic agenda is, from very scratch level, understand only the concept of SQL joins, how these joins work with some examples. Okay. So before attending this session, if you think you know joins, and most probably I assume that you know joins, so I'll just put one question in front of you, and you probably try to answer this question. So here are my two tables, table 1 and table 2, which has one column, which is C1 in both the tables. So I want you to find out what will be the inner join of these two tables. You have 30 seconds to think on your answer, and just write it down on some paper or anything. So I just want to know what would be the inner join of these two tables. I hope you have some answer ready. So the real answer of this question is 1 1 1 1 2 2. That's all. Okay. So if your answer is not matching with this exact answer, then you are might be missing some fundamentals of join, or you probably don't understand how exactly the join works. Okay. So we'll get into that. So first of all, let me introduce myself. Who am I? I'm Prasad, and I'm a data engineer. I have around 5 years of experience in IT, in the data warehousing, ETL, and cloud side. And in my current organization, I am the member of a technical interview panel. So I've started to getting some insights of how actually the interviewer thinks when you when it comes to assessing your statistical skills. Okay. So that's where the join, which I've observed that most of the peoples are not clear with the fundamentals. So that's why we are going to have this session. Okay. And also I have created a course which you can check in the below link, or in the below page, which is SQL from scratch, which this is basically set of videos, very short videos, which will help you to brush up your concepts, and in very quick time, it will prepare for your interview. Okay, so let's get started. So from very basics, what are joins? Okay, so let's take the reference from this W3 schools. So by definition, SQL join, a join clause is used to combine rows from two or more tables, okay, based on the columns between them. Okay, so this is kind of this is correct, but this is a bit confusing. Okay, so I have come up with my definition. Joins are basically one functionality provided to combine multiple columns, okay, columns from multiple tables into single result set. Okay, so we are not adding the rows, but what we are doing, if we have multiple tables, we are combining the columns into one result set. Okay, so let's see one example of it. Okay, here now I have two tables. Okay, first is student and second is address. Now what I want is, I want a single table or single result set which is having name field and address field. Okay, that means the name field from the student table, and address field from the address table. Okay, so basically for this purpose we are using join. So we have this is from student table, let's say S1, and we want addresses from S2 table. Okay, so what join will do, basically paste all whatever we have addresses into this the second column, address column. Okay. Now let's consider we have one more metadata. This is just for assumption. This is not included in the table. The assumption is Prasad is from Pune, Rohan is also from Pune, Ketan is from Mumbai. Okay. So when we directly copy pasted this column here, directly joined it without any reference, just based on the the order of rows, it is giving correct result. Prasad is from Pune, Rohan is from Pune, Ketan is from Mumbai. That's correct. Okay. Now it will not be true in case if my order is different. Let's say I have order in this manner. Okay, Prasad, Ketan and Rohan. Okay. Now what if I simply copy this column and paste it here? Prasad is from Pune, correct. Rohan is from Mumbai, which is wrong. Ketan is from Pune, which is also wrong. So the thing is, we cannot directly concat these two columns, and this is not working of join as well. Okay. So here the concept of joining key comes into picture. So if we go back to the definition, joins requires at least one common column for a reference, which is known as joining key. Okay. So it will not blindly concatenate these two columns into a single result set, but instead what it will do is it will find a common column. In this case, if we see the name column of the student table is similar to ST name column of the addresses table. Okay. So now what it will do is it will basically check the value if this is same or not. Okay. So name value versus the ST name value. It will check the value of each and every cell if it's matching or not. If it is matching, then add the associated address. Okay. Now here's the catch. Even if match is found, it will still iterate to the second row of the second table. Okay. And it will iterate to third row. But the Prasad is not matching with Ketan or Rohan, it will not, the row will not get added. Okay. Now the cursor will move to the next row of left table. Okay. And it will again start. So basically in the join, it is taking the reference column and matching the values. So for example, in the second case, Rohan is matching with the third row. Okay. So it will fetch the associated address and paste it in front of the same value. Same for Ketan. Ketan is from Mumbai. It will match the value and fetch the associated address. Amit is not present, so that's why this is for now considered as null. Okay, null means absence of value. Amit does not have any address in address table. Okay, so here let's look at the syntax first. If we look at the syntax is select column names, whatever columns we want into the result set from table 1. Table 1 is our student, table 2 is our address. Okay, so select column names from table 1 student, join is the keyword, address which is table 2, on this condition which is name and ST name, that because that's what we are considering, right? So if we break down this query, if you see after from, whatever table we have after from keyword, which will always be the left table. Okay, so whatever table we have after the from table, or whichever is the first table in the query, will automatically implicitly be considered as left table. Now after join, whatever table we have after join keyword, whatever table we have, this will be implicitly right table. Okay, so from this query we'll know we'll get to know that student is the left table, addresses is the right table. Okay. After on keyword we have one condition. We can have one or multiple condition, that will come to it later, but after on we have conditions. Okay, and these are known as joining keys. Okay, so what are joining keys here? S1. Okay, so S1 is basically our student table. From student table, we are selecting name column, and from S2 table, which is address table, we are using ST name column. So basically, these two columns will act as joining key to join the both table. So basically, joining keys should match, or only after that we are able to join these two tables. Okay. So now again, let's see how this how this query will work. Okay. So I'll quickly erase this. Okay. So how this query will work? Okay. Select means what value we want, what columns we want in the result set. Okay. So we want name column from S1 table. Okay. So we want name column from S1 table. This is from S1, and we want add column from S2 table. So we have add column from S2 table. Okay. The metadata is created. So we want these two tables from this query. Okay. From student one, so student will always be the left table. Copy and paste. Okay. And address 2 will always be the right table. So let's create the temporary copies here. Okay. This is temporary copies. Okay. Now how join will work is s1.name. Okay. So one cursor will get created, which will be in the name field of the left table, which is student table. Okay. Equal to s2.st name. Okay. So another cursor will get created, which will be placed to st name. Okay. Clear till now? Okay. So now what will happen? Left table will for single value of left table. This is very important statement. For single value of the left table, it will iterate through all the values from the right table. Okay, I'll repeat it once again. For the single value of the left table, in this case my first value is Prasad. So for this value, it will iterate through all the values from right table. So I'll just write it. This is left table. This is right table. This is right table. Okay. So only this much part is important while for understanding the joins. Okay. So what we'll do is first it will take Prasad. Okay. Now it is matching with the right table. Okay. Prasad is matching. Now this Prasad will, sorry, from left table, S1 table, Prasad will get added here, and the associated address will get added here. Okay. We have one row in the result set. This is the result set. This is result. Okay. Now, even if this is very important statement, even if the value is matching, still the cursor of the right table will iterate through all the records. Okay, all the rows. So for Prasad, it will again try to match if Prasad is matching with Ketan. No. Move the cursor. Is Prasad matching with Rohan? No. Okay. Now we have iterated for single value of Prasad. We have iterated all the right records. Okay. Now the left cursor of left table will move. Okay. And this cursor will again set back to the first table. Okay. Now again it will start iterating through to the right table records. Okay. Rohan is matching with Prasad? No. Rohan is matching with Ketan? No. Rohan is matching with Rohan? Yes. We have found a match. So now from the left table, S1 table, we will pick up the name. Okay. And from right table, for that name, whatever address we have, we will paste it here. Okay. Now we have iterated through all the rows of right table. Now this cursor will move again, and this cursor will reset to the first record. Okay. Is Ketan matching with Prasad? No. Is Ketan matching with Ketan? Yes. So fetch the name and address, associated address. Okay. Again, this is very important. Even if we found the match, it will iterate through to the last record. Okay. So Ketan is matching with Rohan? No. Okay. Now that's fine. Now this cursor will move to last column. Okay. and this will reset to first column. Amit is not matching with Prasad, not matching with Ketan, not matching with Rohan. Okay. So for the inner join, I'll tell you what inner join is. So for inner join, only the matching records will get updated in the result set. Okay. So for now, for the inner join, we have this result set for these two tables. If we consider name as a joining key. Clear till now? Clear the concept of this arrows, how this arrow will iterate for a single column of left table and all the records in the right table. Okay. So this query, again, I'll repeat this once again. After from, there always be the left table. So we have seen student is our left table. After join, we have implicit right table. So address is our right table. And after on keyword, we have the condition or joining keys. So our condition is name should match with st name. Name should match with st name. Okay. So now let's look at the another example of the single key itself. Okay. Now I have this query. Okay, which is select S1 का F name, L name and address from the student and address. ठीक है. Join based on first name. ठीक है. Let's try. Let's try to think how can we approach this query. ठीक है. So first of all, in the select statement, we have. I'll put this cursor here. Okay. After select, we have two columns. S1 का F name. Okay, I'll just copy paste it. F name, and from S1 itself we have L name. From S1 itself we have L name, and from S2 we have address. This is from S2 we have address. Now these three tables from student one, that means student is our left table. I'll just write it here. ठीक है. This is our left table, and after join we have addresses. That means this table will be the right table. Okay, this will be the right table. Now let's see what's the join condition. So join condition is basically on S1's F name, which is this one, and S2 STF name of S2. That means the right table. Okay, so basically these two are the joining keys here. Okay, so now let's think what would be the joining inner join of this. Okay, so let's start with the first value. So first value is basically we have first value we have Prasad. So Prasad is matching. From S1 we'll get F name and L name both. Okay, and from S2 we'll get associated address. Okay, now even if a match is found, it will iterate through all the rows of right table. Okay, Prasad Ketan is not matching, Rohan Prasad is not matching, Prasad is matching again. Okay, Prasad is matching again. So what we'll do again, we will select first name, last name from left table. Okay, S1 table. So again this will get copied. ठीक है, and associated address, only address we are taking from the right table. Okay, even if we found the match, we'll go till the last record. Okay, now Prasad Ketan is not matching. Okay, we have iterated through all the right records. Now the cursor of left table will move and this will get reset. ठीक है. Rohan Prasad is not matching, Rohan Ketan is not matching, Rohan is matching. ठीक है. So we'll copy these two from the left table and address from right table, S2 table. ठीक है. Even if we find match, we'll iterate through all the records. ठीक है. Rohan Prasad is not matching, Rohan Ketan is not matching. Now let's move the cursor of left table to the last record. This will get reset. ठीक है. Prasad Ketan is not matching, Ketan is matching. Okay, if Ketan is matching, pull first and last name from the left table and associated address from right table. ठीक है. Even if we found match, I'm repeating this again. Iterate through all the rows. Ketan Rohan not matching, Prasad Ketan not matching, Ketan Ketan matching. Okay. If the value is matching, pull the records here and fetch the address. ठीक है. So this will be our result set for the inner join. ठीक है, of these two tables. If you see, we have some duplicate records of first name and last name. Okay. Why? Because even if in the right table we are having the different last names. For example, we have Prasad W and Prasad Z. Still, these two columns we are fetching from the first table, which is left table, S1 table, right? So I'll write here S1, S2. We are fetching it from S1 table. That's why we have duplicate records. Okay, because we are matching only on first name basis. Okay, so we are checking only first name. So Prasad is matching, Prasad is matching. We are not considering the last name. Okay, so that's why these duplicates will happen. And sometimes this kind of obtaining duplicates is known as cross joining. Okay, so let's move forward to the multiple conditions. Okay, till now we have only one condition, which is checking the f name. But what if I want to take a join based on first name and last name as well? Okay, so in that case we can use multiple conditions as well. So if you observe rest of the query is same, but after the first condition we have used AND operator, and after that we have implemented the second condition, which is take the last name of first and st last name of the second table. Okay, so now in this case, let's see multiple keys. Okay, let's again do the same exercise. After select, we have two tables from S1, S2. From S1, S2 we have first name, last name, and from S2 we have address. Okay, student, that means this is the left table, S1 table or left table, and this will be our right table. Okay, this may be S2 table and right table as well. Okay, now let's copy paste. Let's have now let's look at the conditions. Okay, so conditions are saying first name should be matching. Okay, so and also last name is matching as well. So in this case, these two columns are our joining keys. Okay, these two tables are our joining keys. Okay, so we'll go step by step. We'll start with the first joining key. Okay, which is first name. Okay, so first condition is match the first names of the student. Okay, so we'll start with Prasad. Okay, Prasad is matching. Okay, Prasad is matching. Now the point is, second condition should also match. Okay, so if Prasad is matching, go to the second joining key, which is my last name, and check if the last key is matching as well. Okay, so my second key, last name is matching as well. Now if it's matching, then pull both the records. Now pull the same record. Okay, for which all the values are matching. Okay, so these two fields from the left table, this is from the right table. Okay, now again same funda will apply. We'll go to the we'll move the right cursor, basically right table's cursor. Okay, left table's cursor is still fixed. It's still on Prasad. It's still on first record. Okay, we'll move the right wala cursor. Now Prasad Ketan is not matching. First condition itself failed, so we'll move forward. Prasad Rohan is not matching. Prasad is matching. Now here also we got the match. Now we'll go to the second condition. Okay, now first name is match. What about the last name? Okay, last name is not matching, so this record will get eliminated. Okay, so it will not get added into our result set. Okay, now again reset this cursor. it is still on the first record because the last row is still remaining. Prasad is matching with Ketan? No. Now all the records we have iterated through. Now the left cursor will move and this cursor will get reset. Okay. Rohan Prasad is not matching. Rohan Ketan is not matching. Rohan is matching. What about the last name? Rohan's last name is X. Oh, but here Rohan's last name is Y. So this record will also not come into the result set because the second condition will fail. Okay. Let's reset the condition. It is still on the same record for the left table. We have iterated, we have incremented the right cursor. Okay. Rohan Prasad not matching. Rohan Ketan is not matching. So basically none of the records is matching. Okay. So Rohan will not come into our data set. Now the left cursor will move and right cursor will go to the top. Ketan Prasad not matching. Ketan matching. Okay. But the last name is Y. No, the last name is not Y. So that means this record is not matching. So increment the cursor. Rohan Ketan is not matching. Rohan Prasad not matching. Ketan is matching. So go to the last name, the second condition. Y is also matching. Now fetch these two from the S1 table and address column from right table. So this is how basically the multiple joining condition will behave, okay, in joining. Now this whatever we have seen till now, okay, so whatever we have seen till now, it is the inner join. Okay, so there are basically, I mean, there are multiple types of join, but here we are talking about we will talk about two joins. Okay, first is inner join and second is left join. Okay, so whatever we have seen till now, okay, if you see here, the Rohan, the record of Rohan is not matching with any of the record in the right table. Okay, that means it is not fulfilling all the joining conditions what we have. Okay, so in such case, the record itself is not getting added into the result set. But what if my business requirement is, okay, even if address is not found, what I want to do is add the first name and last name, and let's say in the address field, say not found that record, but I don't want to miss the record basically. Okay, so this case will not be fulfilled in the inner join. Okay, so for that the concept of left join comes into the picture. So what left join mean is, it is just like a normal join, whatever we have, it takes references of joining keys, matching the joining keys based on some condition, but it will not eliminate any of the record from the left table. Okay, so only difference between inner join and left join is, in inner join, if the joining condition will not fulfill, the whole record will get eliminated. For example, Rohan in this case. Okay, but in left join, the record which is not fulfilling the condition, but it is present in the left table, only left table. Okay, so that record will also come into the result set. Okay, let's see and look at the syntax. It is very similar. Okay, it is very similar. So instead of join, okay, if you see in the last table, we have used join keyword. Okay, so instead of join, what we simply need to write is left join. That is all. Okay, so replace join with the left join. So let's take an example, the same example, and see what will happen. Okay, so yeah, select S1, fname S2, same, S1 F1, fname lname. Okay, and S2, from S2 we have address. Okay, simple. From student S1, that means student is our left table, address is our right table. Okay, so let's create two cursors. First is for left table, second is for right table. Let's see what are the joining keys. Joining keys are first name and last name, just like previous example. Okay, I'll highlight it. Okay, now we have identified it. Let's start with the first record of left table. Is my Prasad and W is matching? Yes, it is matching. So let's add this. Increment the cursor. Ketan Prasad is not matching. Ketan Rohan is not matching. Prasad Prasad is matching, but the last name is matching. No, W is not matching with Z. So this record will get eliminated. ठीक है? Prasad Ketan is not matching. Increment the left cursor. ठीक है? Prasad Rohan is not matching. Ketan is Rohan Ketan is not matching. Rohan is matching. Now here's the case. Okay, Rohan is matching. Check the second condition. Is last name matching? No, last name is not matching. Okay, so in the inner join, what we have done is we have simply eliminated the record. Okay, but in this case, what will happen? Even if joining condition is not matching, okay, firstly it will iterate through all the records. Okay, it will iterate through all the records. So let's first do this. Rohan Prasad is not matching. Ketan is not matching. Okay, so not even single value is matching from the right table, in the left table, right? So that's why the whole record will get eliminated in the inner join. But in the left join, the record will still come into the result set. Why? Because it is present in the left table. This is left table. This is right table. Okay. So the record will not get eliminated. It will still come in the result set. But as we don't have any address for it, it will populate as null. Null is for, I'll explain what is null values. But for now, consider that it is, the blank value. Okay. It is absence of any value. It does not have any value. Okay. Because it has not joined with any record, right, from the right table. And that's why the address is, we are not able to find the address. Okay. So that's the basic difference. And move the cursor, left cursor, and reset the right cursor. Ketan Prasad not matching. Ketan X is not matching with Ketan Y. Okay, but now you'll see, you'll say that the record but it is present in the left, right? So we should take it. No. So the thing is, first iterate through all the records from the right table. Okay, if it does not find any matches, then only add this record. Okay, so we'll iterate first. Let's see if any at least one of the records will match or not. So Ketan Rohan is not matching. Ketan Prasad is not matching. Ketan is matching. Last name is also matching. So that's why this record will come and it will fetch the address. Oh, sorry. It will fetch the address. Clear? So that's the difference between inner join and left join. Okay? So even if in this record, in this example, this Rohan wala record is what a different between the inner join, what we had. Okay? Let's come to the null values. Okay? What are null values? So I initially got very confused with the null values, because I mean it is just like empty, right? What means empty and null is same, right? So blank, empty, null. I was under impression these are all the same values, but this is not the case. Okay, and to illustrate that, I have the SQL editor open. I'll just quickly show you the student table, or the address table maybe. Okay. ठीक है. Now I'll add one more record. Let's say Amit, Y and null. Okay. Don't look at the first query, just focus on the right query. Okay. So we have one table called address, which has first name, last name, and address. Okay. But if you see, the address for Amit is null. Okay, so that means it is just, Amit doesn't enter his address, okay, into the data set. So it is absence of value for now. It is null. Okay. So what if I want to find all the records which has null value, null addresses? Okay. So the problem statement is I want to find all the records which are having null addresses. Okay. So if you are clear with the fundamentals, how to filter the data, you will probably guess that add1 equal to null. So we are selecting all the values from address table where address1 value equal to null. Okay? Let's say first I want to find the students who are living in JK. Okay, so I'll simply write this. Okay, I got one record. So Ketan is from JK. Okay, Ketan Y is from JK. Now I want to find students who are not having any addresses. So basically address equal to null, right? And we have seen that there is one record of Amit which is having address equal to null. So that record should pop up, right? But the reality is something different. We are not getting any record. How is it? If you see the whole data set again, okay, Amit is having address equal to null. So address equal to null, but still we are not finding this record. Why is this so? Okay, so basically SQL engine will not, I would say, not able to detect null values and compare it using the operators. What does it mean? Okay, so there are different meaning of the blank values, empty values, and the null values. Okay, so for example, if you see here, I've illustrated this. So there is a button, there is a valid value. Okay, let's say J and K. Okay, equal to J and K. Okay, this is JK is valid value. Okay, so the valid value SQL engine we're able to find. Okay, now I'm able to click on this button. If you see here, I'm able to click on this button because it has valid value. Okay, now the space is also valid value. Okay, that means any of the address value contains only one space. Even if it is invisible, it is a valid value. Just like this, if you see here, this is space. I can click on the button too. Okay, now the empty is also valid value for the SQL engine. Okay, so if you see, my button 3 is empty, but still I'm able to click it because it is a valid value. Okay, but now my button 4 is basically having the null value. Okay, the record we are seeing here, this record, we are able to see null. Okay, but for SQL engine it is totally invisible, it is totally absence of the whole value, so I cannot click it, I'm not able to detect it. Okay, so how can I click it? So that's why it is not able to where is that? That's why it is not able to compare equal to operator for null values, because it is not even able to find it, right? So for that there is one special keyword called is null. Okay, so instead of equal to, what we can use is the is keyword. Okay, is null keyword. So now if I try to run it, okay, where the address is null, okay, now I'm able to find the record. Okay, so this is basic difference while handling the null values. Okay, null will not get compared with equal to or any of the operator, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. Null will not compared with this type of operators. Okay, only one keyword is null keyword. You may give space, you may not give space, it will not matter, but the is null keyword is only way to find how many null values are there in your data set, right? So let's see how it is connected with joins. Okay, now the thing is, I have two tables as usual. We have a condition. Okay, the last name condition is not there. Last name, we don't have the last name. Okay, now let's try to find out what is the inner join first. Okay, what's the inner join of these two tables? So from S1 we have, I don't want last name as well. I just, from S1 we want F name, and from S2 we want address. Okay, this is our result set. Left table is our student table. If you see, it has one null value. Okay, and right table, is my this table, address table. ठीक है, this is S1, this is S2. ठीक है, we have two cursors. ठीक है, and joining key is f name and st name. Okay, so this. Now let's try to figure out what would be the inner join of these two tables. Okay, so first of all, it will go to the first table. It will match Prasad. Prasad is matching. Okay, cool. Take this one. Take the address from second table. Iterate Prasad. These two are not matching. Increment this counter. Again, reset this counter. Start iterating. Rohan is matching. Fetch the address. ठीक है, Ketan. ठीक है, reset the right cursor. Prasad Ketan is not matching. Ketan is matching. Okay, cool. Mumbai, we got this one. Amit. ठीक है, iterate to reset this row. Now Amit is not matching with any of three. ठीक है, but we are doing inner join. That's why this record will get eliminated. Okay, we are doing inner join first. ठीक है, this record will get eliminated. Now here the thing is, now my left value is null. Okay, so and my condition is f name equal, or this should be just name. Okay, name from S1 table, equal to st name or of S2 table. Okay, that means the condition is in the current record, we are checking null equal to Prasad. Okay, but we have just seen that null will not work with any of the operators. Okay, null will not work with any of the operators. So that's why even if it is matching, where is that? Okay, we don't have null value. Okay, so null anyways it will not get matched, right? So that's why this record will get eliminated. Clear? So whatever values we have in this case, it is not matching. Okay, it is not null, but even if it is null, it will not get matched because null equal to null is the false statement. Why? Because null will not operate with any of the operators. ठीक है? So this will always be false. So even if you won't consider null values in the joining cases. Okay, it will not join in any of the case. ठीक है? Now let's try to do the left join. ठीक है? Left join is a bit tricky, and probably you also approach this problem with the same approach what we have. Okay, so I'll just ठीक है, let's see what's the left join. So this is the left table as usual. This is the right table what we have. ठीक है, it is the joining condition is name, so it will go in the first name. Prasad Pune will come. Now we are doing left join, right? Left join. ठीक है, Prasad will come. Then this is not matching. It will consider and reset this one. This is not matching. Rohan is matching, so this records will come here. ठीक है, now Ketan is matching here, so fetch these records. Ketan Rohan is not matching. Reset this arrow, increment this. Now the thing is, in left join, Amit is not matching with Prasad, Ketan or Rohan. Okay, so this row will get eliminated if this is the inner join, but this is the left join. Okay, so this row still will come, and as we don't have any address, the address will populate as null, which is absence of value. ठीक है, now let's come to the null value. Okay, so null is not matching with Prasad, Ketan or Rohan. Okay, so it will, but this is the left join, right? And for the left join, all the values from the left table should be present in the result set. Okay, so null will come here. Why? Because this is in the left table, and as we don't find any match, so it will populate as null. Okay, clear? Null will come here because we should not eliminate any of the value from the left table in the left join. Okay, that's why the null will come. And as the null value is not matching with any of the record from the right table, this S2 address value will be populated as null. Same for Amit. We don't find any address for Amit, so that's why it is populated as null. So for the left join, this will be our result set. Okay, and now finally, you are I guess, I believe you will be able to solve this problem. Okay, let's try to give. I'll give 30 seconds. You may pause the video and write the what solution you think for the left join as well as inner join. Okay, if you are good with this, probably you're on the level to find the answer for this as well, and you'll be able to understand why the inner join is not considering null, and why if the left join will consider null as well. Okay, so you might probably want to pause the video. I'll just go ahead with the answers. Okay, so we have S1 and S2. Okay, from S1 we want, acha, this is not updated, this is just a name, and let's try to find out inner join. Okay, from S1 we'll get the name, from S2 we'll get the address. Okay, we'll create two cursors as usual. We'll create two tables. Student is left, address is right. We place two cursors based on the conditions or joining keys what we have. Okay, let's start iterating it. Same, Prasad will match. Rest of these are not matching. Okay, increment the cursor. Okay, Rohan Prasad is not matching. Rohan is matching. So copy this, and Rohan null is not matching. Ketan is matching. Copy. Okay, Ketan Rohan is not matching. Ketan null is not matching. Amit is not matching with any of it. So in inner join, we'll eliminate the record. Now here it comes. Okay, so null is equal to Prasad, false. Null is equal to Ketan, false. Null is equal to Rohan, false. Null is equal to null. Is it a true statement? Is null equal to null true? No, this is false, as we have seen. Okay, so what will be true? If null is null, this will be actually true. Okay, but as per condition, we are using the equal to operator. So that's why this null will not join here. Okay, or in fact will not join with any of the record. So that's why this is my output for inner join. Clear? Now, lastly, the left join. Okay, left join, consider the join to left join. Okay, let's reset this cursors. The same result will get. For Prasad we have one row, for Rohan we have one row, for Ketan we have one row. Now for Amit, as it is in the left table, and it is not joining with any of the record, still as it is in the left table, we will consider this value, and as we don't have any address, it will populate as null. Okay? Now it will get resetted, this will get increased by 1. Now null. Okay, so null is not matching with Prasad, Ketan, Rohan, or null is not equal to null as well. Okay, but as this is the left join, the record will come in the result set. Okay, and as we don't have any match, that's why the null is populated here. Okay, so this record is not populated because this null and null is matching, right? So this record is get populated due to this is in the left table, and we are not finding any of the record in the right table. So implicitly it is absence of value, and that's why the null is came into that cell. Okay, I hope this is very clear, and that's how you handle the first statement what we have. Okay, so if we implement that cursor strategy here, so for this record, if we see 1 will come as this is this values are matching, right? But even if it is matching, this is the current cursor. Okay, I'll just copy the cursor probably. I'm not sure. Okay, I'll just highlight it. Okay, cursor is here. Okay, so this is joining with 1. So this row into the result set. Now the first one is joining with second one as well. Okay, so that's why the second row is coming as well. Okay, and one is not matching with 2, 4, and null. Okay, now this is clear. Cursor will move to the second row. Okay, now as it is coming to the second row, it will start reset the right cursor, and it will match for the first record. So again 1 will come. Okay, now it will go to the second record. Okay, that's why again 1 will come, and 2, 3, 4 is not matching with 1. So now this cursor will move again to value of 2. Okay, 2 is matching, no issues. Okay, 2 is matching, 2, 4 is not matching, 2 null is not matching. So cursor will move to the 3. 3 is not matching with 1, 2, 4 or null. Okay, as this is inner join, the record will get eliminated. Clear? Now the turn of null. Okay, null is not equal to 1, null is not equal to 2, null is not equal to 4, null is not equal to null. That's why the value will not come. Okay, so that's the whole point. That's why the null will not come into the inner join. And yeah, that's how the join works. I hope this is not that much boring and little bit informative about regarding how the joins are working actually or internally, and probably by now you have understood that how joins will work internally. So thanks everyone. If you have any question, you probably are connected with me on LinkedIn or any other social media platform or in person. You can ask the doubts, or probably you can comment down in the video comments as well. Okay, so thanks everyone. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching this, and hope you have enjoyed this session. See ya.